Welcome back to Riding Bikes in San Diego. We are on 30th Street, as we regularly are, and not only am I riding here, but I'm riding with my child. He's behind me in the bike lane on his very own bike. Now, I know that this bike lane is not going to continue at the end of this street. I know that if you take the bike lane all the way down to the end of 30th and Upis here, you could jog to the left and stay in the bike lane, but if you go to the right, you have no bike lane, and we happen to be going to a destination that is on the right. So since I know this because I ride here all the time, I'm going to make the decision to make this right turn here because it keeps us in some infrastructure. And I'm sharing this with you because I think it's important to understand just how much of a problem disconnected bike lanes can be. This is a residential neighborhood, and I am totally stoked that this infrastructure is here on Landis. Sometimes it's just paint, but the roundabouts slow down traffic. We are in a door zone, which is why we're so far out to the left in the lane. And also apologies, that person had a stop sign. They just blew that, so but that's okay. We've been talking a lot about stop signs on this channel, so for all you people who are like, you're riding a bike and you blah blah blah, we did not have the stop sign. They did, and they just went. But these roundabouts are nice, and I'm sorry for all the bobbing around, but I'm communicating with my child while they're riding, and it requires turning my head, so I'm keeping track. And I also have a little mirror on my sunglasses so I can constantly see what's going on behind me, and that feels safe. But we are now over on Utah, which is where a lot of people say I should be riding instead of on 30th anyway. In this case, not a bad idea. We are going to take this, but even at the end of Utah, there's no bike lane. There's a gigantic park. There's Bird Park, which is technically part of Balboa Park. So we're going to get onto the east end of Balboa Park, but you can't get there. They just don't have the infrastructure. So we're going to stay in the bike lane for a little bit and get there while avoiding Upis. So I'll speed it up a little bit for you. So we go down here and we have to jog over a couple of blocks that also don't have any infrastructure, but it finally brings us to this kind of structured gateway into the neighborhood and a dead end, and from here we can cross. We're crossing to an area that actually doesn't have a crosswalk. This intersection is a complete mess, but it looks like they're doing something to make it better. And part of this construction is also the Pershing Bikeway. So right now we have a bikeway without any infrastructure to get to the bikeway. But we're going to go on the Pride Ride. We're going to have fun and ride around with these people, and I'll bring you more from that another time. And we're just going to drive less and ride a bike. Thanks.